Hey, folks, welcome to InTheMoneyStocks.com's intraday analysis video, brought to you by the creators of proprietary price, pattern, and time methodology. Learn the PPT strategies and profit for life. My name is Gareth Soloway. I am the chief market strategist here at InTheMoneyStocks.com. Today's date, Wednesday, May 28th, 2014. And again, if you're a member, more profits are flowing your way. Why is that? Well, let's take a look at a couple of the stocks that I have as open positions. One that jumps to mind is Twitter. I am long Twitter. I have been for a few days. And again, the bullish pattern is playing out beautifully here. Check this out, guys. All right, so look at the move today on Twitter, up $2 or about 6.5%. Look at this beautiful move to the upside, trading right around the 32.5 level. But the key is to zoom out and look at this. So you have two trend lines of significance here. Number one, this was your trend line here, which we gapped above today. That's called a river theory, guys. River theory. And again, that's a proprietary signal. When you see that river theory, you know it's going higher. And again, notice the gap above this, the gap above the 200, and the gap above the 20 and the 50. And a gap above all those levels triggers a proprietary river theory. That means the stock is going to go higher, and it has gone higher throughout the day. All right, in addition, look at this. So you see these little pivot highs, 1, 2, before the breakout here. I want to show you something even cooler. All right, so I want you to take the high again here, and then draw a trend line to that high now, and look at this. All right, look at that. Hit it, pierced it, never confirmed, pulled back, and then broke out to the upside. So this just gives you two breakout points. This lower one here, which we broke out above, this higher one, and then we're off to the races. Twitter is extremely strong today. And again, just by zooming out, you have to recognize this. I mean, if people out there, if you're someone watching this video and you didn't see this pattern ahead of time, you need to learn it. I mean, this is one of the easiest patterns to trade for profit. I gave it out to our members. I took it myself. And again, look at what it is. Upside move on heavy volume as a bottom. So see how when it was selling off, it made huge volume over here? That's capitulation. That means the institutions, the small investors, they're all kind of dumping. And then what you saw here was this rebound on lighter volume, and then this consolidation, which is bullish consolidation on very light volume. That means there's no sellers here. The only sellers here are amateurs. And amateurs are always wrong, right? So again, light volume consolidation breeds upside momentum, and this thing's off to the races. And honestly, most likely by tomorrow or Friday, you're going to see Twitter at this pivot high here at $34 Pierce. I'm just calling a spade here, guys. And again, I repeat, if you did not see this pattern and you did not play this pattern, then you need to join the research center so you get these trade alerts and you start learning how to find these things. Because these are just easy winners. I mean, this stock, again, we're up $1.20 and change on it just today alone from our entry price. Okay? Gotta join. Gotta be a member here. There's a free trial anyways. I mean, just think about if you were a free trial member and you got this trade. Let's just say you bought 1,000 shares of Twitter. You're already up $1,200. Research Center, first of all, you're on a free trial. Second of all, it's a $50 service a month. You just paid for a year, 2 years actually, with that one move. So that's why it's kind of like that no-brainer. You know, you got to be smart about things. Intelligence goes a long way, and that would be the intelligent move. All right, a couple other stocks to go over out there, folks. And again, I want to just bring up a few little key ones that I'm watching here. Number one, Apple. Let's take a look at Apple here. Apple has stalled out there after it hit my key target. It actually went and pierced the target. And again, you can see right here, first target, second target right there. It kissed it today. It's stalling a little bit, just up $1.40. That stock, believe it or not, is doing kind of on par with what the markets are doing. Right, if we go back to the SPY here, and I want to flip back to the intraday, right now the markets are kind of just gyrating. And by gyrating, I mean we opened, we had a little bit of a push up, then a pullback, and then a float back up, and now we're kind of into that light volume session of the day. We've done about 35 million here at about 1:15 p.m. Eastern time. But again, what we're seeing now is, notice how the markets are basically flat as opposed to the last 4 days that were up. So what we said yesterday, and I'll reiterate it today, is that you're going to start to see more volatility come in now. You're going to start to see a market that tops out in the short term and has a little bit of a pullback. Now, we're not talking about a 5-10% pullback right now. That's later this year. What we're saying right now is maybe a 2%, type retrace back down. So you'll see a little bit of downside, then you'll see a bounce back, and you'll see a back and forth type price action. And that's what you should be expecting, and that's what you will be continuing to see. So that's what we're seeing right now, folks. And again, good price action for sure. Let me just scan through and see if there's anything else on the charts. You can see there's a small bullish pattern here on the intraday with a light volume at lunchtime. You might pop up. I do have a trend line I'm watching. Now, I'm interested in shorting the spiders. And look at this Twitter, guys. Twitter's just ripping up now, up $2.15. Just awesome. But see this upper trend line here? See how you're just underneath that line? If we were to surge up and tag that line, that would be a shorting level. That would definitely be a shorting level. We can even remove this one. That one's not important. This is the important one. You can see it better on the 60-minute, I think. Yeah. So see this high here to this high, and see how we're just underneath that? So if we were to push up into that level, that would be a very big trigger point. And at that stage, you'd want to take a short on this market on the S&P 500. Okay? Let's flip back to the 10-minute and go over a couple other things out there. Number one, let's take a look at JP Morgan, which is very, very strong today. Well, I guess it's not as strong as it was earlier, but it's still strong, still up 0.5% with the markets barely positive on the day. But again, notice the early morning surge, took out this high, but then pulled right back. And this is kind of interesting, just on a technician's basis, right? Take the high here and draw a line straight across. All right, how awesome is that? And this is why you have to know how to draw these trend lines, because notice how early in the day you pierced it, but you never closed above it. And then look at that, kissed it right there and fell back in. Now, believe it or not, you're making a little bit of a bearish pattern on JP Morgan, but with the light volume at lunch, there's no way I'd be shorting that. Okay, but just something interesting to take note of there on the charts. All right, what else do we have here? What else is catching my eye today? We're basically seeing the Dow down 16 points, the Nasdaq's down about 4, but the S&P's up about 80 cents. So, again, market's very, very flat right now. But again, who cares when you have Twitter ripping to the upside? Look at Twitter here, guys. TWTR. Look at that. I mean, this is just kicking butt, guys. Beautiful breakout. I mean, this could get above 33 today pretty easily. I doubt it'll get to 34 today, but easily above 33, I think. Beautiful breakout to the upside. Taking a look at Facebook today, how sympathy play Facebook. Facebook's up 40 cents, so Facebook continues to do its thing here. Not a bad move at all. And again, that stock is doing its thing here as it continues to grind higher. Let me just take a look and see if we have any sort of key levels. If I go to the 60-minute chart, what do we have here? Yeah, you're kind of right in. I mean, you're kind of just above this little pivot area right now on that chart. So on the 60-minute, you're above that. Let me just go to the daily chart and see what we have on the daily. Yeah, I mean, really, you're kind of just into these two levels. So you're into this level and then this level right here. And I'll be curious to see where it closes today. I have another level right up here on Facebook around the 65 level. Down the line, you will see Facebook roll over again, but at least in the short term, it's still showing some good strength. I think it probably only has a little bit more upside to this upper level around 65 than it should see a rollover. That might coordinate with Twitter going to about 34 and change in the next day or so, actually, that same exact level. Okay? Baidu today, BIDU, down 90 cents. That stock's had a great daily chart run, so not surprising to see that pull back a little bit. Exxon, XON, up 25 cents. Exxon's looking a lot. See how it kind of got above the 20 and then pulled back underneath, and it can't get above. See, every day has gotten above the 20 on an intraday basis, but not closed there on the daily. That's a small week showing that should be paid attention to, so just be aware of that. Okay? Let's take a look at Yahoo today. Yahoo's down about 20 cents. Notice how Yahoo's into dual moving average resistance right here. So that is showing up, and that's why the price action is doing what it's doing. Wow, look at Twitter go. I just got to keep jumping back to this. I mean, it's just such a beautiful chart pattern, guys. I mean, there's really no other way to describe it. I mean, Twitter's going parabolic here and rocking and rolling. Okay? Based on what we're seeing today, I would expect Twitter to get above 33 today. I would think so, at least, based on, again, what we're seeing here. So, in any case, guys, when all is said and done, awesome stuff here. Awesome, awesome stuff. And this is what I love, is finding the right chart patterns, whether the market's going up or down, that should generally play out. And we put ourselves in high positions, high percentage positions. And then by doing that, we can profit on every market move up or down. Okay, and that's, again, how we're situating ourselves. And I'm actually actively looking for another trade. I encourage you to be a member here and get that next trade. Even take the 7-day free trial. Talk to you guys soon. Come join InTheMoneyStocks.com. Remember, the research center is what you're looking for if you're a swing trader or investor. And if you're a day trader, the intraday stocks. Yeah, we have a 7-day free trial to both. Come join us now at InTheMoneyStocks.com.